Okay, everyone, we have Mr. Steve LaValle, one of the greatest martial artists in the history of martial arts, and my role model and hero. I'd like him to give us a brief introduction on himself.
Well, I'm currently overseeing 9 locations. We have 4 dojos, including our world headquarters in development now down in Fort Lauderdale, and we have 5 up in Syracuse, New York, and planning on being up to 20 by 2010. So we've got plans for growth in the future.
Okay. One question is, in the past, many people look at martial arts as not being a career of choice because you can't really support your family yourself through this industry. Do you think that has changed over the years?
Dramatically. I mean, I never agreed with that view myself, but I have seen that and dealt with that. Being in the martial arts now professionally for celebrating my 30th anniversary on November 1st, I've earned a fine living in it that could certainly support my family and many others, but I'm also seeing people under me that are learning the system. I think one of the challenges with the martial arts is we're so much into just the martial arts that we don't become black belts in business. And weekends like we're at here now at the EFC Black Belt Summit does teach you to become a black belt in business. And when you can become parallel, an expert in the business as well as an expert on the floor and on the mat, that's when you're going to see you can definitely earn a fine living.
Okay. Our next question is, what makes a great entrepreneur?
Well, I can talk about being a great martial arts entrepreneur, right? Plugged in. You know, 24/7, you're passionate about what you do. It's not work, it's pure joy. You know, they say there's over 2 million self-made millionaires right now. Well, those are entrepreneurs. Those are people that decided that we're going to become millionaires, be wealthy and successful. But they do say that they average work of 59 hours plus a week. Well, I've never expected to be a 40, 45-hour-a-week person. When you're willing to commit yourself to 60-plus hours of work, putting your head down and working on it, you're bound to be successful in what we do.
What was that? How does struggle define a successful entrepreneur?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that one.
How does struggle define a great entrepreneur?
Well, you know, you look around in the martial arts, there's so many great entrepreneurs, but they're masked. You look at Ernie Reyes, everybody looks at his demo teams, and they look at what he's done with his son through some of the movies, etc. But that man's overseeing a major martial arts empire, and again, he's got that passion for it. He's struggled. He went through his times. I'm sure if you could talk to anybody in the martial arts field, how many lived in their dojo or had to spend more hours in their dojo than they might have cared to get where they're at now? I started in a 2-bedroom trailer, living with my brother Joe. Now I live in a $2 million estate on the Intercoastal in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So I know it can be done. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
How important are loyal and committed customers?
Well, you have to create them. I think if you're loyal and committed to them, you're going to have more of them that are loyal and committed to you.
How do you deal with people that become disloyal and uncommitted?
Physical beatings, threats, Tony Soprano, send up the hit squad after them. Other than that, there's another theory, leave them to heaven. Just, forget about it, move on. There are so many that will be loyal and committed. You can't lose sleep over that small percentage that aren't.
Right. Next question is, at the highest level of success, would you say that most people truly like each other, or do they learn to get along?
I don't know. I'm not at the highest level yet. I still got a lot more levels to go, but I do see, at least in the environment I've surrounded myself with, we love each other. It's not like, it's love.
Okay. Last question. Over the years, you didn't see me grow since I was like just a little teenager, struggling through all these obstacles. What is your impression of how far I have came and our organization have came?
Well, I think I've always thought you've had tremendous talent, ability, skill, and even some natural genetics that I think are blended in there, and certainly committed to the martial arts and the lifestyle. And I think that if we all continue to expand ourselves in every area, we're going to see that in the next 10, 20 years, we're not just take ourselves, we're going to take the entire industry to a whole new level of impact of what it's doing in the world. They say that in the U.S. we're only impacting about 2% of the population. That means 98% of the people out there aren't training yet. We got to get them into it.